What's going on, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of Blackout, called Best of the Underground 94 to 97. Alright, y'all should know who Blackout is. If y'all check out my last review, I did of his called Dreamworld. If you haven't checked it out, I'll put that link in the description box for you to peep it. Now, if you're not too familiar with his discography, this right here is like one of the considered like the greatest hits that he made back in those times from 1994 to 97. This tape is remastered by Trill Hill Tapes, and this is the real tape right here, and it actually looks exactly like the original version on how it was, was made back in those times. I don't know anyone who possibly has the original tape, but if anyone does, feel free to holler at me or show the proof. I've been wanting to do this review for a long time now, man. It's just that I had to really sit down and listen to this tape and get a full understanding of it. As far as I know, the only producer was the legendary Blackout. Alright, and then the features, y'all know the whole Player Posse and many more. Alright, so let's go with the songs now. I'm going to zoom it in for y'all to see it. I think that should be good enough. Alright, so the first one is just an intro, and it's very eerie, dark sound. And if y'all familiar with Blackout back in the day, y'all know he used to make those psycho sounds. That's what he called it. Watch these niggas. This features the whole Player Posse on here, and it's very dark sounding with a nice beat. And I'm not even gonna list who's all on there, but they all came through with some nice verses. And if you know the title of this song, you already know what it's about. They saying be careful of these guys that try to do some slick moves, or some even dangerous moves, I say. And this is also considered a bonus track that was never heard, until this tape came out. Try Me, Think I Can Fly. This is Lil Noid, Lil Slim, may he rest in peace, and Tiny Mane. I may review this song later, so I'm not gonna review it now. It's Full of Smoke. This features Lil Fly and Lil Slim, and this is a bumping track right here, you know what I'm saying? And Lil Fly comes through with a nice verse, and I finally heard the sample of where Blackout got them psycho sounds, on this song. That's where it got sampled from, on this track right here. And Lil Slim, he goes through with a really dope verse as well. And the beat is really hypnotizing, man. If you listen to it, it'll put you like in a daze. I love this one right here. Chronic City, y'all remember this song on the Blackout Dreamworld. BBB, this features Lil E and Lil Coop. Honestly, I know I might get some hit for this, but I think this is probably one of my least favorites off of the album. But Lil E and Lil Coop do come through with some pretty nice verses. Beat is pretty solid for the most part, and I'm not saying this song is not good. It's just probably one of my least favorites. Then Tiny Pimp, this is Tiny Mane solo. This is another one of the bonus songs that we haven't heard before. And if y'all know how Tiny Mane does, man, he rips up throughout this whole track, man, and the beat is really dope. Like I said, the way Tiny Mane is rapping fast on there, he does it in a very unique style. Like, no one can duplicate the way he raps fast, like on some real stuff, man. This is probably one of my favorite tracks off of this album, man, alone. It's dope. Meet Your End. This features Scam Man and Lil Slim. Scam Man, he can change up his voice. It don't even really sound like Scam Man the way he's rapping on there. I think back then he used to sound like Coopster. You know what I mean? I don't know if this was like a troll flow, if that makes sense. Now with this track here, I hear another sample that's from another song, Scoping Out These, and y'all know the rest. Scanman comes through with a dope verse. Lil Slim does well also, and that beat is nice. It's hypnotizing, by the way, you know. Nappy Headed Hustler features Juice. Y'all know Juice is a nice rapper, nice artist from Mississippi. And this track here is really laid back. There's another sample that's on this song. Juice, he comes through with some really nice flows on this song here. And this is Blackout production when he was like with the laid back, darkish cut, if that makes sense. This is another fly track from Juice, man. I really dig this one. Came Up, All By Myself. This features Wizard. This is another track that I love, man. This is probably one of my personal favorite tracks off of this album. And it just kind of, I don't know why, but it takes me back in those times when this track came out, whenever it did. And Wizard comes through with some dope verses, man. He can flow his behind off on this song, man. Like, I've never really heard of Wizard before, but the beat is nice, and I love that hook, man. And that hook is very catchy. But if you don't like this song right here, I will be kind of surprised. Like, it's really nice, man. Play a Day is just an interlude, but it's dope, man. I love that track though. It's like an instrumental. Sling Your Dope. This is from the Player Posse Bigger and Better Things album. Be on the lookout for the review I have soon. I Can't Sleep. This features Waco and Big O. Alright. This track goes in, man. It's like a slower tempo song, and the sounds are so hypnotizing. This right here is an example of the psycho sounds, man. They all come through with some nice verses, dope verses, by the way. That hook is really catchy. I mean, I was digging this sound right here, man. And again, once you hear that beat kicks in and the it's like, it sounds like something from a horror movie, man. Like, I love it. Come and Get You Some. This is Tara Lorara Waco. That's his name. This song is really different. I like the beat, but the hook, it just it's different. I'll put it like that. The verses on there is pretty solid for the most part. Again, this is probably another one of my least favorites from the album, but it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? Addicted. This is a Low Gain solo. And if y'all know, I've always loved Low Gain, the way he raps, man. I remember him on some of Gangsta Black songs that he was featured on, and his amazing tape, Big Time Players. But that's another topic for another review. But anyway, this song is really dope, man. The beat that kicks on there is on point. Low Gain come through with some really nice verses. He doesn't rap fast or anything. He just raps in a normal pace. And the verses on there is really nice. And the beat is just so dark sounding. It's just insane how dope this track is, you know. That's all the songs that I review for this album. To rate this, y'all know for most tapes I don't give ratings, so I just simply say this is an amazing album from Blackout. This is pretty much a compilation. And shout out to Trill Hill Tapes for remastering this masterpiece. You know, as I listen to this tape, I've heard some dark situations, and I also heard some struggle situations. It's very dark sounding, and it kind of takes you in that portal of where they was coming from when they made these music or these songs. So I really enjoy this tape with a passion. It's just, I can play this tape over and over and over and not get tired of the sounds, man. Especially if you into like the dark sounds, the horror movie sounds that Blackout was into back then, you will love this tape with a passion, man. And I feel like that is missing in the music game today. I'm not gonna get started on that. I would say to pick this tape up whenever you get a chance, if you're into cassette tapes, or you can get the CD from Blackout himself. And they have this album on the streams, but they don't have all the songs. So if you hear it, you'll know that they're missing like 3-4 songs on there, something like that. So if you're a big fan of the Memphis underground, you would definitely love this album here. You can probably find the tape somewhere online, but it's sold out on the actual website. So anyway, with that being said, shout out to Blackout, shout out to the whole Player Posse, and many more folks that was on this tape here. All right, much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another review. All right, peace out, guys.